Hey you guys, welcome back to the Estonian Experience with Stu and Jay. I'm Jason.
I'm Stuart.
And we are here with another great special guest, the most beautiful and talented Triin Lellep. And I hope I'm saying your name correctly.
Absolutely perfect.
All right, great. Before we start, I wanted to remind you that please check us out on all social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as follow us wherever you can get this podcast.
And we are right now in the beautiful, wonderfully talented Richter studio here in downtown Tallinn in the country called Estonia, because this is the Estonian Experience. I should shut up and give it back to you.
Yeah.
Let's introduce our guest once again. Talk about her.
Like I said before, we have the talented Triin, and I would like to talk to you about yourself. Triin, tell us who you are.
Well, what a surprising question. I expected it, actually. So I'm Estonian, but been living many years abroad, actually 13 years. So I've been doing a lot of things in other countries, and now I came back, let's say 1 year ago. And I'm back in Estonia. I'm singing opera, I'm singing pop, I'm singing musical, I'm doing films, I'm writing a book. I've been doing many things.
Wow, extremely busy.
Well, where did you live for 13 years outside of Estonia? So your time outside of Estonia is what interests me most.
Yes.
It's
I
not
thought
Estonia.
I wanted to start to tell. Yeah, I was there and there, and I said, "Wait, it's Estonian Experience."
No.
I should shut
but you
up.
are Estonian, so tell us your experience.
So my experience, actually, I think it was very important for me. When I finished my school, I thought, oh, Estonia sucks, It's a small country. I cannot be here. It's too boring here, And then I went to Finland. It's not actually much bigger, but still 5 times bigger, guys. It's still 5 times better. I thought so. So I went to Finland. I was studying their music. Then after this, I went to Germany for 3 years, and I thought, oh, it's even more bigger. And after that, I finished in Paris, in France, because this was actually my main goal. When I was already in high school, I had a dream to go to Paris, to live in Paris one day. So actually, this was the goal of my life.
So I'm assuming from all the countries that you just mentioned, France was the best, or do you experience the best?
Actually, it's difficult to say. I loved Finland, but absolutely, I must say, sorry, Finnish people, it's so terrible, dark, and so cold.
She's no sorry.
You talking about the people or the weather?
Weather, but the people are so good and so good heart, really. They're a little bit, distance, but when they start to love you, they love you. They are so positive and really loving people, very positive. But the weather was so terrible that I actually, if I'm thinking about this time, I was mainly in depression, or let's say, I don't know if it was depression, but very, very tired, couldn't open my eyes. I remember I was going to the lamp shop where was a lot of lights, and I was just looking this light, and I was like, oh, my eyes are opening after many, many months.
So this was like a depression that's only in the winter. So
yes.
Seasonal affective depression?
Yes.
Disorder. Affectionately called SAD, S-A-D. So.
Yeah, it was.
How would it be different than the depression or the darkness in Estonia, for example?
Well, that's a good question, because I've been here now 1 year back, and let's say I'm starting to be already now a little bit tired. So it might be quite same in Estonia, oh no. But I hope it's a little bit better.
Time to move to Spain now this time, I guess.
Yes.
There's so much more light in Estonia than Finland. It's like at least 5 minutes longer every day.
Yeah. I think this makes a difference.
But I'm curious about your time in Paris. You were in Paris for how long? For a year?
I was 7 years.
7 years. Okay, so you speak French, I assume.
Yes.
Ah, très bien. J'ai fait mes études d'Aix-en-Provence.
Oh, c'est super, on peut parler en français.
Oui, oui.
Mais non, c'est...
Il va comprendre un peu.
Ah, il va comprendre.
Oui,
Mais
oui.
les gens vont pas comprendre.
The people listening, I studied in southern France, and we just said something that Jason wouldn't understand. He actually does speak a little French.
Yeah, I do actually.
We wanted to speak secret language, but it didn't work
You
out.
can speak Estonian.
French is one of the-
Yes, Estonian. But I loved Paris. I loved France. I loved also Germany. I find the people are so nice there and beautiful. Countryside, beautiful nature, beautiful cities, and France. I find that maybe maybe Paris is so beautiful. Maybe people are less beautiful. So it's. They are very. Let's say it's maybe not so cliche, but maybe they're a little bit arrogant and very, very rushy and we must do everything and very nervous.
I think from my experience, for example, one of the things I always, because I love going to Paris, actually we're going almost every year for the past 5 years, and I realized that if I speak Spanish, they are nicer to me than if I speak English. So that's one of the reasons I always try to talk Spanish, because, the Spain is right in neighbors and everything.
Yes.
But they could be a little stubborn, they could be a little bit full of themselves, I will say.
When I'm in Paris, I speak French to them, and they are absolutely fine with me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, speaking French is a good idea
Yeah.
in Paris, yes.
Well, that's about the only time when I speak French when I'm there, so I have no other choice.
Well, every time I'm in Tallinn, I absolutely, can't speak Estonian because nobody here does. No, I'm kidding. so many foreigners here, and by that I mean
Me and him.
yeah, the two of us. Yeah.
But that's one of the reasons I don't speak Estonian fluently, because every time I try to speak Estonian, Estonians actually speak very good English, so they
change
immediately. They're like,
yeah.
oh, okay, sul on accent. I speak English also.
I don't have that problem. Sorry to interrupt. Maybe it's like the strength of the accent. Like maybe you have a stronger accent. But when I speak Estonian, people actually ask me to slow down
Really?
because I do have an accent. I have
No,
a very strong accent.
praegu.
Hold on, I do have an accent, but I just speak very quickly in Estonian, and so they have trouble like deciphering my accent and listening to what I'm actually saying.
Oh.
Näiteks ma räägin eesti keelt praegu ja siis ma tahan midagi juua, siis ma tõstan oma kohvi.
Ja ma arvan, on väga kiiresti, jah.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's very perfect, very beautiful. Both for you. Bravo. Because I have a
Muchos
question.
quitos.
Muchos quitos.
Quitos, okay. I have a question for you, because for me, Estonian, I think it's so difficult language. You must be really crazy to learn it because...
I think Stuart's been here for 20 plus years.
23, yeah.
And from my experience, he speaks very good. Mine is more like a B1 kind of level. But it has been really, really difficult to learn, mainly because of the reason that I don't get to practice. I speak with English all day at work, and like I said, everyone here speaks English very well. So there has been a lot of words where I'm like, how the freak am I going to say this? And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to ever learn it. In fact, when I moved here, for me, it was more like, might as well be watching Chinese television, because I was like, there's no fucking way I can learn this language. So now it's been a lot more easier since I adapt my ear to it. So
Yes.
Well, I think the most important word that you would need to learn in Estonian is something that helps keep you up. It's a drink. It's called koff. It's a Finnish beer.
But you speak French and Estonian. Do you speak any other language as well?
No,
English.
I speak English. Oh, yeah, yes. Well,
Wow, she speaks English also, guys.
but also Finnish and German. And Finnish very well. German, I already start to forget a little bit.
But that's all? You only speak 5 languages?
I would like
I'm
to
always very surprised at how Estonians are such amazing polyglots.
But
She
we
still
have
have
to do
time.
it. We have to do it. For me, I see some maybe people living here in Estonia all life and not learning this language. When I went to Finland, I said, "Oh my God, I stay here just few years. Why I should learn the language?" I thought it's similar, but actually it's not at all. When you're really in and you want to learn it, then it's complicated also. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to learn it," but I felt such a so bad, really, so terrified about the world that I don't understand. I look, what says this? I don't understand. What is this? What says the newspaper? I don't understand. I felt so cut off that I had to learn it.
What is the level of English with the Finnish people exactly in the country? Like for example, here I was saying,
Like in the cities or in the countryside?
in the city, for example, if you're in Tallinn, 99% of the chance you can bump into somebody that speaks English. If you're younger than 45 years old, I will say.
I think in Finland it's same.
Okay.
I think a lot of people speak very good English. Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting.
But not in France, really. And in German, wow, super accent, beautiful English. And you go to France, and this is a very good thing. I think it's very good. I speak very, very good.
I think you are absolutely correct. I've always been told that in France, everybody is made to have to study the English. But they do not want to.
If anybody's listening to us in France, please forgive us.
Forgive us.
Je rigolais.
Forgive us, but the problem is I wrote a book, My Paris. So I wrote even about my theory about English. So I don't remember if they have one English lesson per week, and that's only grammar. So they don't have really experience to speak it, you know. That's the problem.
I think that's the same thing in Latin America. I mean, growing up in Costa Rica, for example, I didn't learn English until I was like my late teens, mainly because everything that came into the movies and TV and everything was in Spanish.
Yeah.
So there was never usage of the language or interaction with people that spoke English at all. So
French also. You to go to movie theater, it's all in French. They will make translations and
dub. They dub the movies.
Yeah.
I think that's so harmful because, number one, you're not getting exposure to a foreign language. Number two, you could be getting extra practice reading. I mean, who reads nowadays? Who reads books nowadays? Unless it's like Minu Paris by Patron who reads a book these days?
Who read that Minu Paris?
Whereas Estonians, they have to get exposed to Finnish, German, French, whatever, English on TV, the movies, and they get to read Estonian and Russian subtitles.
Yes.
And so everybody here, even though they don't speak Russian maybe, they definitely can read it.
Yeah.
They're exposed to it. But in Western Europe, they just remove this exposure. And I think that's actually very damaging to the educational system.
Absolutely. I mean, of course, we can't compare the sizes of Estonia with Germany, for example. But it's actually very beneficial for Estonians. And I really appreciate that myself, to be able to communicate with them easily. And of course, I have 2 kids here, so I want to make sure that they can actually be exposed to that and learn this language. They speak 3 languages already so far. So that's something that I can value.
Yes.
You have 2 kids here. How many do you have in other places? Sorry, just...
Honey, if you're listening, we have to talk about something. No. But so you're a singer. I loved it. Actually, we worked together on a project and a movie that we recently made. And I knew you were talented since the moment I saw you screaming, no, whatever you was when I was being killed. But I'd love to hear more about your singing career, if it's okay with you.
Absolutely. This was very difficult part for me, the screaming, no, because I'm a singer and I was like, no, I don't want to lose my voice. Scream, no. I'm like, no, it's not screaming. Scream, no. And I always was like, okay, good. I still can talk. Very good, very good. I didn't lose my voice. But yes, first and mainly, I'm a singer. I studied classical singing, and in Paris I was singing in operas, and I was near Bordeaux. We're having orchestra, and we're doing concerts, and this is all classical music. But then I start to also feeling very interested about style like Sarah Brightman, Andrea Bocelli. Oh, yes. I was thinking, oh my God, I love it so much. Every day I go at home, I put Sarah Brightman playing and I don't listen opera. So maybe it's a problem. And I said, okay, yeah, it can be a problem. I should do it, maybe, if I love it to listen. And so I started to create my own music style. So now it's called maybe like a classical crossover.
Interesting. I think when we talk about Sarah Brightman, I will just kind of collaborate a little bit on this. That was the first time that I ever heard an actual singer singing this kind of opera music that was captivating by me. Or I was captivated by her music, but mainly because she sang in different languages, and I was very blown away by that. So she has like Spanish. She has a couple of songs in Spanish and Italian and Russian. So that's basically the way this kind of music was introduced to me.
I actually know who Sarah Brightman is because she was the original lead on Phantom of the Opera in the original 1987 Broadway musical.
I love that.
Yes.
And I went on a school trip to New York City, and the thing that we were studying was theater and live entertainment, stuff like that.
Yes.
And we actually got to go into the Phantom of the Opera set when they were building it,
Lucky.
before it hadn't even debuted yet.
Oh my God.
And so somewhere I have a photo of the incomplete Phantom of the Opera set, and the chandelier is like it's not even lifted all the way up. It was just an amazing experience.
I went to see it in Broadway, and it was David Hasselhoff singing as the whatever Phantom, and I was quite okay, but I would have loved to see her at the show as well.
David Hasselhoff as the Phantom?
Yes, he was also in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde as well. He's quite an interesting character.
Yeah, okay. David Hasselhoff as the Phantom. Yeah, all right.
Well, people really find him annoying. I think I kind of liked him when he was in the 80s with the whole Knight Rider show. But talking about annoying, are you able to tell us a little bit about, in your life, is there anybody like that you really find annoying and you have to deal with him or her on a daily basis? You don't have to tell a name, of course, but is there anybody in your life, whether at work, family, that you really can't stand even looking at that person?
Can I do a nasty joke?
Of course.
You guys, you both.
Actually, that
So
was going to be probably his
annoying.
answer.
Ah, okay.
You didn't see it, but I was pointing both fingers at myself.
Yes, I saw, but I wanted to say still you both guys. But okay, it's actually it's a question, and that is very important for me because I feel, maybe not often, but time to time I feel that, oh my God, this is so annoying. And then but I know already that actually I am annoying myself. So the problem is inside me, and I'm not okay with me. I'm not happy. I'm not calm. I'm not chill. And then everybody starts to annoy me. So I go meditate a little bit, think, feel, breathe, and then I said, oh my God, why I felt this person annoying? He's so cute, or she's so nice. So actually, I think no.
No.
Yeah.
How about you, Stuart?
Oh, I definitely have one. He's my roommate, actually. So he's like the guy's like kind of like a stalker. He follows me around. He's just so fucking annoying all the time.
Not me. Don't look at me.
when I make food,
Are
he
you
doesn't
sure?
like it. When he makes food, I say I like it, and he doesn't believe me. There's like this constant argument, and he always calls me nicknames, and he insults me and makes jokes, and he like does bad things to the cat. The cat hates being in the microwave. I've learned from this guy. and then I get out of the shower and look in the mirror, and there he is again.
Oh my God.
He's everywhere.
It's everywhere. I know the feeling, yeah.
Actually, the reason I asked that question is because a couple of years back, I had a coworker from Denmark, and the guy was extremely friendly with me. He always tried to please me, always tried to please me. You hear that? Always tried to be nice with me, and I fucking hated his guts. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Just by looking at him, I felt like I was gonna just wanted to punch him in the face.
Really?
We worked together for several years. I never told him that. Hopefully, he will not know who he is right now. But I really didn't. Until this point, I really don't know why I hated him. So that's when I was kind of curious. Like, do you have anybody in your life like that? So I think Stuart has me though.
No, what are you talking about? I'm not going to say that publicly. Good grief. No, there is literally nobody who annoys me. I get the only way that I get pissed off at people is if I know that they're specifically trying to piss me off.
Oh, that's me.
And I get angry at them because why would you try to do that to someone?
Yes.
Otherwise,
yes.
if somebody's annoying, I just take it in stride. Take
Well,
a chill pill. Take
in
a
my
deep breath.
defense, I never actually told him, and never really was. I was never nasty to the guy. Also, he was very nice. I just could not bear to see the guy. I don't know why. He never
It's
did anything to
interesting.
me. Never did it. It was just the vibe. Never did anything bad to me. He was very helpful, very nice to me a lot of times. We're still actually in touch. He still calls me when he comes to Tallinn. He doesn't live here anymore. And I was like, why do I hate this guy? Why do I feel like that? So
I think there is one guy who actually annoys the living fuck out of me, and I think you probably know him too, both of you. He's the guy who walks in the middle of the aisle at the grocery store without giving you enough room to pass on either side, or he walks just slowly enough that you want to pass him, but just fast enough that you can't. Yeah, I hate this guy. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, maybe, this guy, if I would give a spiritual point of view, maybe there's something annoying in him that it's actually annoying in yourself. I've been thinking about those things, no?
I think you might be right, because I actually spoke to a couple of people about this. People that are actually very spiritual as well. And they said there's something kind of reflects on you.
Yes.
And you might don't like the way you, I don't know exactly what it was. But for me, it's kind of been strange because I never felt like that about anyone in the past and never again so far. No, never again so far, so. But yeah, it's very, very strange though. One of the things, for example, now I got a new job and right now we started working together with a bunch of different people for about a month and a half now. And I find it difficult to kind of like make myself different and kind of learn from my own mistakes in the past with coworkers especially. Because, people think that, you go to work to have friends, but you actually just go to work. And that's why I want to kind of limit myself right now. We recently went to the movies together, and I had a hard time because we went to see Dune, this movie. I don't know if you have seen it so far. Everyone absolutely loved it, and I fucking hated it. Have you had that experience, guys?
Yeah, I remember I watched the original Dune and I loved it and everybody else fucking hated it. And then I saw the second Dune and I hated it and everybody else loved it. Now I haven't seen the third Dune yet. But it's a remake. There are like 6 books in the trilogy of 4. I don't know why they keep remaking the same movie instead of make a fucking sequel already.
Yeah.
They just keep remaking the original book by Frank Herbert. But any kind of TV show like How I Met Your Mother, or what's that one? The one about the physicists.
Oh, the Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I've tried watching these several times, and they're so predictable. How are they
Both
funny?
shows you mentioned I absolutely loved, but the thing that one of the things, funny thing is like Breaking Bad. Everybody talks about Breaking Bad. Oh, the best show ever. I watched the first episode. I fell asleep. It was so boring. I just couldn't engage to the show. So, have you had that experience?
I had this experience, but not with films, because maybe I'm not watching so much films. I even don't have any TV. I rarely go to cinema. I like to do it, but not to watch it. But I was once in theater with my father, and everybody was like, "Oh, bravo, bravo, bravo!" And I was like, "Oh my God, it's so disgusting! It's terrible! It's horrible!" And I was like to my father, "Oh, we must go! Let's go! It's terrible! It's terrible!" And I was like so angry there, and and then after even I didn't wait the second half of it. I just after 15 minutes, I was like, "Now we go!" And then I just went away, not even like I'm sorry. I was like,
I want my money back.
Yeah, I was like very angry and thought, what, you do this stupid theater? And then I went away and I was really angry on everybody. This was an annoying moment.
How old were you? If you don't mind me to ask, like, were you a young kid or you were an adult already? Don't have to tell me exactly.
2?
No.
It was last week. It was last week.
It was a few months ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel the exact same way about Shakespeare. So let's not limit your question to movies or film. How about writers? Like everybody says, the Bard, Shakespeare is the greatest writer ever. And I think he's severely overrated. They say, oh yeah, he writes in iambic pentameter and he can rhyme. But, I can find it easy to write like that. It's not really so difficult. You just say something that rhymes with that. And I kind of did it. I can't really do it on the spot. You have to sit down and think about it, but it's not that hard to do, and it's not that an amazing a story that he came up with.
Well, I happen to agree. I think maybe the repetitive stuff when it has been so overplayed. I think in history, not only his writings or whatever, but also he's been overplayed on the movies that you cannot kind of. Learn to hate it.
Exactly, and his stories are so boring and predictable. Like Romeo and Juliet, every single time I see it, it ends the same way.
Yes, they both die.
You'd think they would learn by now. Good grief, it's amazing. Okay, so we were talking about opera and Phantom of the Opera earlier, and I actually fell in love with opera because of, what was her name again?
Sarah Brightman.
I fell in love with opera because of that, so I don't actually like classical music. Like orchestras and stuff, it's okay. But I actually really do get moved by opera. And I became kind of fascinated by Phantom of the Opera because 3 years later when I was in the high school chorus, we ended up singing almost the entire soundtrack for 2 different years. And so I loved it. And then when I actually was in Paris, before I lived in southern France, I found that opera house where the story originated from.
Yes, Garnier.
I've been in there. Yeah. I have photos of it. And I picked a lock and went into the basement because there were no other tourists there. And
really? You did?
There's like an underground sewer or a waterway. That stuff is real. Like, it's based on reality. I've been there.
I know, but how did you get in?
Well, they just said, like, well, yeah, the thing's open, but nobody else, there are no tours or anything, no guide, so you can just walk in.
You can just walk in.
Well, no, you have to buy a ticket, but she let me in.
Wow.
And then there was literally nobody in there, and there's a door like on the backside of the stage, and it was locked, and I just picked it and walked around backstage, and
Amazing.
I found a staircase, went down a couple levels, and I walked for about, I don't know, half a kilometer and came up in some random abandoned building
Oh my God.
in the middle of Paris.
Because yes, it's all true. It's all really based story. So
I think we got a phone ringing.
yeah, oh my God.
It might be mine. Guys, the phone is ringing. Should we answer? What do you think?
Oh, hello, Father. No, I cannot answer now. I'm sorry.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
It had stopped.
Finally.
Yes.
With modern cell phone technology, if the person doesn't answer within 3 rings, they're not going to answer. Hey,
Yeah,
fuck
get
up.
off me, man.
So you're an opera singer. This guy likes to sing. I'm wondering if you can give him any singing tips.
I am not a singer, but I love to sing.
If you could teach him how to sing just one
I
note
am not a singer. I can stress this enough.
in an operatic fashion.
Yes, please. Okay, let's do Phantom of the Opera. I think I like that. It's very challenging. The Sarah
yes.
Brightman, and I think I watched the Sarah Brightman and what's his name? Antonio Banderas.
Oh yes.
That's one of my favorites. So
Yes, he's very good actor and he's
yes, his
good
voice
in this
is
role.
very good. And
Yes.
what would you recommend, or how would you even teach someone like me who has no singing experience but loves to sing, mostly in the shower, how to sing or even begin to sing opera?
And ironically, that's where I hear you sing the. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when he's washing my back. Or should I be washing your back? Anyways,
Dude.
Triin.
So
I don't know. Give us a note that I might be able to sing. You know, I guess I'm like a tenor. I guess I'm not quite sure.
I think you're tenor.
See, I knew that much. Hello.
Yes. So you're not for Phantom of the Opera. Phantom of
Damn
the Opera
it.
was baritone. I'm so sorry. Did I ruin your life?
No, you might. No. I mean, I'm not gonna audition to be a Phantom of the Opera kind of singer, but I'm more like I would like to know. Well, let's hear you sing a little bit. Can you do something to us?
But don't sing directly into the mic.
Yeah, just to the
Okay.
side.
But maybe maybe I would need some piano or something like on my mobile phone or something. I don't know. I don't know.
We
what
have
could we
a
sing?
Mr. Technician.
We have the
What do you need, like a key?
karaoke
note.
version, you know.
Can we have some karaoke version on the screen? Maybe we can do that.
Maybe this.
Let's see. Sure, he said. Wow.
No, he said sura, which means die.
Sure. Oh, shit.
Die.
Suriara.
You know, da 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 da. This
Da,
one.
da,
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 da, da, da.
da, 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 da. I can sing. La di da da.
So it's just.
You could sing a scale if you want, do re mi.
La da da da. Oh, it's coming, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Phantom of
Opera
the
soundtrack.
Opera karaoke.
In the meantime, would you guys be so kind and tell us exactly where are you listening
Oh,
from?
the third one.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. We are curious to see, so you can tell us right away where are you guys listening from. Oh,
Rocky.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who will continue when I sing my part?
I
and
can
somebody-
try. I don't know. You want to
Look at
give
the
it a
words.
shot?
I could try.
In sleep he sang to me, and dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind.
Wow.
Now it's
Absolutely
up to
blown
you.
away.
Jason will follow
I'll
up.
give it a shot. There you go.
Where did you go?
Sing once again with me our strange duet.
Very good.
Awesome.
My power over you grows stronger yet. Stuart.
And though you turn from me to glance behind,
Together.
the Phantom of the Opera is there
Inside your mind.
Okay, that's great. That's great, guys.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Wow.
Okay,
Great,
Mike, that's good. That's good.
amazing, guys.
No more singing for us.
Oh my God, this was amazing.
Well, it's kind of fun because we all love this specific
This song,
piece. So, yeah.
yes.
I didn't know I could still sing that high because I was actually a second bass in chorus.
Yeah, I'm not a
It's-
singer.
it's-
I'm not an opera singer for sure.
Like low stuff, you know.
Yeah, it was. It's difficult
But you were amazing.
for men,
You were amazing.
but for a woman, it's so low. So it's also difficult, you know.
Amazing, amazing. Well, I'm blown away by what I just heard. I mean,
But do you have like a singing technique that you might be able to teach one of us?
yes, that would be great to know. Great to know.
Like, for example, okay, we've already seen our singing talents.
Talents. Yeah.
Do you know how to do circular breathing?
Circular breathing. I think this is the thing. The monks or somebody who is,
That's throat singing, maybe.
no,
You go,
okay.
wow, that thing. There's a way. Supposedly, I've never been able to do it, and I've seen videos on how to do it, but I can't figure it out. Where you have the sound coming out, you
Yeah.
don't miss a note, but meanwhile you're able to inhale
Yes,
a little
yes,
bit.
yes.
But it still sounds like one continuous note.
Yeah,
Can
I have
you do that?
no.
Okay.
And I have no idea how they do that. For me, it's mystery.
Can you do that?
No, absolutely not. I've tried many times.
I think it's very special technique. I have no idea about it.
I can do that when I'm blowing air out of a straw underwater, because I can blow from my lungs and then temporarily blow with my cheeks while I'm inhaling with my nose above the water, of course.
Yeah.
Don't ask why I know this, but
Well, have
You've
you
been
been doing?
practicing.
I can blow through a straw for 10 minutes. I just get bored, but
Yeah, we all know you can blow now. So, question: how do you get into music? I mean, it's something that you actually felt from early age, or because I love music, but obviously, as you guys heard already, I'm not a singer. So, I mean, I believe people is born with different talents. Obviously, yours is one of them is singing. When did you discover that you wanted to sing for a living?
For example, right now, I would say, at your case and any other case, that we all have voices. And even if we don't have a musical air, it doesn't matter because it's working process what gives it. But the most important thing is if we are really attracted to this thing. So
Passion, basically.
really, really much passion. You must, because there are a lot of people who said they are 3 years old and they say, oh, I want to be a singer. Or they are 33 and they say, oh, I wanted to be a singer. Or they're 63 and they say, oh, I wanted to be a singer in this life, but I didn't do that. So there are a lot of people who say this, but it's... And then I say, okay, yeah, we all love singing. But it's actually so much more to it. It's so much commitment, work, passion, and you do it every day, and many years. I decided for myself that I want to be a singer. I was 3 years old. So from this, it didn't change. Okay, I did sometimes, also theatre I loved, so it was those two together. But I always did this thing. Whatever, how difficult it was, I always continued.
I think one of the things I love about singing specifically is that it's more than just singing. It's actually a language. That's the way I feel. I feel connected with listening to certain music or most music, even regardless of the language that I'm listening to. The connection, the vibration, the feeling that you get when you hear this song. For example, certain specific song you hear, like, I wonder what this person was feeling when he or she was writing this song or when they are performing this song. So
yeah, I think it's actually about when I talk to singers or some other artists, and also myself, I cannot live without music. It's like number one in my life. My art, my passion is number one. But for the other people who enjoy it as a hobby, or then it's just, we love it, it's so nice, but that's it.
I'm glad that we actually took the chance to sing with you today, because I mean, it's always about just really making you always comfortable, make our co-hosts comfortable. And I never really knew this Stuart can actually sing. So it's quite a good experience in my end. I feel like I should take some lessons now.
Yes.
That's the first time I've actually tried to sing in that kind of way in probably since high school. So most of it's just me humming around a campfire.
And you see, voice doesn't disappear.
But it's more like a muscle. You have to practice and practice over and over again. So maybe there's still hope for me. Maybe in 20 years I can sing a little bit more like, again, I don't have Phantom of the Opera voice.
Everybody can sing, but it's just about how big is your passion. If you want to do it every day, or you want to do it just sometimes.
So with my type of voice, what song would you recommend for me to practice so I can develop somehow or train my voice? I can say it sounds like I'm a tenor. So
Probably something by Kraftwerk.
Who? How do you eat that?
We are the robots.
Nice. It's not the accent. Man.
It's mostly instrumental music, so...
Actually, when I am also I had already some singing students and in Paris and think what I learned to everybody that we took time for educating the muscles and being conscious about the muscles and coordination, because many people, if I say I don't know how it's in English, perineum.
Stop.
I don't know how it's in English. Anyway, it's the muscle a lot of people even don't know about, and the diaphragm. A lot of people may. Yeah, I heard the name, but
diaphragm
I know. Oh yeah, but do you know how it's functioning? How does it move? How to relax it? How to move it? There are a lot of things what is inside our body what we have to learn. And so I never do that like this, that I take a student and say, okay, hello, me, never. So if we go 1 year almost just breathing, finding everything out what's in our body. And then you see also if somebody is really interested about it, or it's just like, oh, I want to sing to be famous, or I want to sing to have fun. But actually you cannot have fun if you don't have good technique. I
tell you, the only thing that I would like to learn to sing, or why I would like to learn how to sing, it's my mom is really passionate about certain, especially older music, and I wanted to surprise her one day by singing her favorite song.
Beethoven.
Yes. So that was the only reason. But I mean, I never looked into being a singer. I actually never had this. I like to perform. I'm a performer. I really like to be on the spot, but never really singing. I love to sing, but I never really think that I will actually be able to sing. But a person like this, like me, would you be able to teach him or her something like that?
Yes.
Let's give it a shot.
No, but for you, with you, it's so easy. I had students who I was playing a note and they were like, I don't know, I don't hear it. So even these people now, some years later, are singing very well. So everything is possible. You are singing for me like Phantom of the Opera. It's easy.
Don't say that to me, because then I'm going to go home and like, I can sing.
Yeah, but you can.
The beginning technique that I remember is that you're supposed to stand relatively straight with your chest kind of up, and then you basically push your stomach out to exercise your diaphragm. And so that's how you're actually singing. And so it's going to feel like if you've just gone for a run and then you're stretching, or when you wake up in the morning and you stretch, you're going to have that same stretching feeling, but here and where the diaphragm muscle is, where it connects to the lungs. That's how I was taught. I might be totally wrong, but...
well, for me...
And then there's this para whatever that you call
it. Pinot Grigio? Is that what you said? The Pinot Grigio? Pinot Grillo? What is it?
But a lot of things what people say, and for me, it's really wrong that we sing with stomach.
Yes, I mean, I heard that, because when I sing, whenever I try to sing, it doesn't come from my stomach. It comes more like from my lungs.
And actually...
For me, it comes from my heart.
No. Qui arma No, qui arma solid.
Yes.
Gay. Anyhow, gay means happy, guys. Come on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very gay.
I'm very gay right now.
Yeah.
But no, from the stomach, I never heard that. I mean, people always said, don't sing from your stomach, sing from your chest or your lungs.
Oh, you heard that?
I heard that before.
Oh, I heard so many times you must sing from a stomach. But actually, there is no lungs in the stomach and no air can go to the stomach. But it's
really?
True.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but it's true that if I speak in 1 minute, the technique of breathing, that your diaphragm is like this. And when your lungs are here and when you breathe breathe in, the lungs will get bigger and they push diaphragm down. And so the diaphragm pushes the inner organs down to the stomach. So you have feeling that the stomach is getting bigger, but you are not doing anything like doing a stomach bigger.
So now
it's a result.
Now I know why I'm fat. I've been probably singing my whole entire life. Everything has been moving
down. But,
yeah,
but it's this is the easy explanation. Of course, it's a lot about it, but it's a result. It's not what you have to do, and with your muscles or force it or no.
I have a question for you though. I followed you on Instagram. I'm a stalker, and I saw you were wearing a wedding gown yesterday. Did you get married?
Yes.
You did?
No.
Ah, you're breaking people's hearts out there.
Look at that. Yes, I did.
But Estonian way, you guys get married without rings, so don't worry about that.
No, we got already divorced.
Tell us all about it. Why were you wearing a wedding gown last night, yesterday?
It was
Jeez, you even know the time? No,
yes. Well, I mean, come on.
I'm wearing it every night.
Oh, you're
to make an attraction, law of attraction. To
I had
bring
a girlfriend
my love.
like that too. No, never mind.
Really? What the hell?
So, tell us all. I mean, can you talk about it?
Yeah. Well, it was actually very great experience. I cannot say where it will go because this is a secret. But we were filming a music video. So one of the songs, and actually in this song, I was playing a spirit, a ghost.
Oh, that's kind of videos.
Yeah, who was waiting for his husband.
So was this a music video for your music?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for my new song, what is not available right now, but will be soon. Let's say in 1 month.
Well, can we ask the title?
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Yes, the title is Soulmate.
Soulmate. Okay.
Yes.
So guys, check it out. Tell us exactly where we can find that out, and talk to us about your social media so people can follow you.
Yes. You will know when it will become with a bigger media, I hope. So
nice.
I will not put it to okay, now it's available in YouTube, because it's also I'm doing my first album, and it's the main song on this album.
Brilliant. So for those people who are actually listening outside Estonia, let's make sure we check it out. I will update some information on our social media so you guys can follow the song and the album coming up.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we're going to start wrapping up in a minute. One final question for you. Since we now know that you are not married, what is the oddest thing that has ever happened or that you've heard or that maybe you've said or done on a first date? The weirdest thing.
No limits.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know. Well, it was I don't remember exactly what, but I remember I was, meeting a big opera tenor, like a world famous. And, I was so hoping to, that I already decided I'm going to marry with him. And then we met, and I put evening dress, and he came in jeans, and I'm like, oh shit, oh my God, why I did this? And then everything I said, I said oh, I love tea. He said, oh, I hate tea. I'm like, oh, I would like to eat this salad. Oh, I hate salad. It's so disgusting. I was like, oh my God, everything I said, it was wrong. I said, oh, I love singing. I'm a singer also. I don't care. I hate singers. I'm like, oh. So it was disaster. And then I was like, oh my God, I know he's famous. He's so handsome. He's so nice. He's so great. Nice, not. But I want to escape from this. And I was like, oh yeah, I have to go home. Yeah, and
I hate home.
Yeah, I hate home. Actually, and I was saying also this thing. Yeah, he was like, okay, what you're singing? I said, oh yeah, we were just singing this project, this opera. Oh, I saw it. This was such a crap. Such a horrible singer, such a horrible stage directing. Everything is so horrible. I was like, oh Yeah. Home, I must go.
Since he disagreed with everything you said, he should have looked right at him and said, I like you a lot. And he would have said what he really thought about himself.
And that's why you wrote soulmate, yeah?
Oh,
Yes, yes.
Jason, real quickly, what's the same question to you?
Oh
I'll
my
give answer.
gosh, I have really terrible story about it, but I'm not sure if I
Really?
can say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel really embarrassed to even say that. I went on a date, I don't know, 20 years ago, perhaps more, and the girl that I was on a date with sharded in the car. You know, she tried to fart. I don't know, she very soft, and it was like the biggest stench of shit in my car. And it was our first date, and it was our last date as well.
Oh.
Yes.
You didn't go back for more?
No.
Everybody deserves a second chance, man.
It's funny because, you know, it was my first time. I never dated the Asians, and it was an Asian girl.
Chance, maybe even.
Yeah, I know, forget about it. I mean, I don't know if she felt very comfortable or the food that we ate was really like too much for her. But yeah, I mean, my car was stinky for like freaking weeks and weeks and weeks. And
what did she do? I couldn't even imagine to
she
be at her
she
place.
was very
She sharded. That's what she did.
she was very calm and very polite, and I gave her that, you know. And of course I understand because, you know, we're human and it could happen to anyone. However, she saw right away that I will never ever call her again.
Yeah.
And I never did. Thank God to that, because then I met my wife right after, and, you know, we got married and I moved to Estonia. But it was the most I would say the
Oh my God. Yes.
worst experience I ever had in a, actually not the worst, but very close to the worst experience I ever had in a date.
So all she wanted to do was float an air biscuit, and she dropped a bomb.
That's right.
Sorry,
Okay.
you said almost.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? You had even something worse.
I had another one who.
Oh my God.
I had another one who almost got. This is about
Another sharder?
Yes, not almost. I had another one who was actually from Salt Lake City, Utah, and a Mormon. So, you know, I was dating a Mormon at the time. It was like 25 years ago, and she really wanted to see Niagara Falls. So we lived in New York at the time, so we drove to Niagara Falls with a bunch of friends, and she decided to, you know, we wanted to go across the border. Well, I didn't know she had some things with the law, and she was not able to leave the country, and she had no passport or anything like that with her, and we got pulled over at the border, and basically she kind of blamed it on me, saying that it was like my idea, and almost got me arrested. So that was like, you know, it was like our second or third date, but, you know, it was a group thing, but it was her idea to go to, and I almost got arrested. And by that matter, also deported, because at that point I wasn't yet an American citizen. So that was the second. But I think the charter was numero uno, I think.
yes. This is number 2.
Yeah, how about yours,
Well, I'll
Stuart?
quickly say, I guess we got to wrap up. The weirdest thing that has ever been said to me on a first date was when a girl asked me out on a second date. Ba-doom, doom. Triin Lellep, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming today. It's been a pleasure, absolute pleasure meeting you and singing with you and getting some singing tips.
It has been a great thing. Guys, make sure you check us out on the next episode. Something great is coming as well. Thank you so much, Lee and Triin, for visiting us today, being our co-host. I hope you had a great time. We loved having you.
Absolutely. Amazing time.
Great, and we look forward to hear your new single and also to enjoy the album. Thank you so much again. And thank you guys for joining us on the Estonian Experience with Stu and Jay. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios. Adios.
I'm out of fucking water.
What?
Oh.